So usually when you are naming your repositories, it is good to always use lowercase. You can
Okay.
use hyphen, but it's good to use lowercase for everything.
Okay.
All right, cool. Then the next thing you're going to do is upload that application code in it, the zip file.
Okay. So how would I do that?
Go into your GitHub repository, the same one you just
Mm-hmm.
add file. Then drag your zip file in it. Uh, so just open the finder that you had open just now. Just
And
bring it to
drag
the
it in.
top and drag it in there. No, you have to have your GitHub open and have this open on top of it. So don't minimize it like that. So open that one. Then at the bottom, click your finder, the face.
Yeah, it does that. See?
So every time you click the finder, it automatically does this.
Yeah.
No, go back to your GitHub thing again, right? Then at the bottom, click the finder.
It automatically just goes there.
Okay, I think it's because you are in full screen. So move to the top part where you have those menu finder file and so yes, click that green thing to leave the full screen. There you go.
I'm gonna drag it like this.
Yeah. And click commit changes.
Add some files to include this commit.
Oh, okay, it says it's too big.
Yeah.
So okay, you would have to clone your repository and upload it that way. I think that
Okay.
was how we did it. So clone this repository, then add the file in it and push it. I think that it will let you do it that way.
So I do it this way, yeah. I go to the terminal.
Yes, clone your repository.
Direct. Doesn't the application
So it's
already.
saying that you already have the repository there. Maybe you cloned it, but you didn't delete it. You deleted it from your, so ls in there, type ls. So I see an application code there, right there,
Yeah.
but I don't see. So you would have to, no, it's not the same one. Don't cd into it. So just remove that one, delete that one. So it is rm, the name of the repository application code. Press the tab key. Let's see if it finds it.
No. Oh wait,
So
maybe
it's
because
because,
it's not capital.
yeah, but then why isn't it letting you then tab? So it's showing you that you have two. So just add an hyphen and tab again. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Then remove the forward slash at the end and press enter. Okay, type rm minus hyphen rf.
RF.
Then the name of that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, now try to clone it again. Then open it. Open that repository you just cloned
In the terminal?
in Visual Studio Code.
Okay. I'm gonna close this folder for now.
Sure. That's the map.
I believe it was this. It's this one, yeah. The application code.
No, that's not it. So click, you have to go open the repository.
Open remote repository.
No, open folder, then browse to the where you cloned it on your computer.
Okay.
And drag the zip folder in it. You open the Finder again, drag your zip folder in there and try to push it that way.
It just disappeared. The zip.
Just open it open your Finder. Is this your Finder?
Yeah.
Check your downloads directory.
Oh, maybe it got deleted because it was attached to the application code.
Oh, I see. That's probably why. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fine. So go back to the thing and download it again. That is true. So it wasn't the application's code.
Go back to the lecture.
Yeah. So go to the lecture where we where that code is and download it again. So maximize this so we can see. Um, yeah, view that one. I think it is. It will be the one where it says uploading code. Just keep going. It will be the one where it says add some code to GitHub repository or something.
Creating a repository to store application code. Adding the application code.
Yeah, that one. Right. It's right there. The download link is right there. On your right side. So if you want to work on Mac, what you can do is you can leave the full screen by clicking on that green thing again. Right. Then if you see at the top where you have all those menu, move your mouse all the way to the open space after that plus.
Here.
No, yes, no. So you see where you have all those tabs, all the tabs open, move your mouse,
Yes.
act as if you want to open a new tab, but don't click the plus sign. Just move your mouse right there. Then double click there. Now you are right clicking, double click, like a left click, a left click.
Yes,
Is
I
that
am. Oh.
there you go. So that will put all your it will put it here for you, and your application things just still show at the bottom. So that's how you can be in like this is like the desktop mode. You
Mm,
understand what I mean? Can you still see your applications at the bottom? Like all the applications you have open, like the icons for those applications. I mean
mm,
at the bottom of your It's probably because on yours you have some type of option to hide it. So
Okay.
you would have to enable it. I like um setting it the same way it is on Windows, where when you do it like this, the applications will show at the bottom. But yours, I think you have some setting that's hiding it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, so this is how you can escape that full screen mode if you don't want to go in the full screen mode. So now if you go down, right, go down and let those things pop up and click your finder, you see that it's not switching back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So now, okay, open your Visual Studio Code, the one you had open. Then open your Finder and drag it in there. No,
Here.
no, you drag it, yeah. All right, close it and try to push it.
Close this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now it should be in your repository.
Yes. Sorry about that, but we can't show files that are this big right now.
Oh, what is this saying? Just a second. Sorry,
It says sorry about that, but we can't show files that are this big right now.
it's a zip file. You can't see what is in it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need it in there. You don't need to, you don't have to view what is in it.
Okay.
So you just want it in there so that way you can download it in your thing. So that's why I'm saying just a second. So um you can see some of the knowledge gaps you have when it comes to like doing this. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm saying that for the projects, trust me, that is literally the way I've organized the projects are exactly what I did to pretty much understand what I need to understand when it comes to cloud computing,
Okay.
right? So which is why I said you can't skip any of the projects. You
Okay.
know, you have to follow them in that order because you saw that when we were working on Terraform code, the Terraform one, since you didn't complete that previous one, literally we have to go back to that one to do this before you can move on with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I intentionally organized those projects there because you are learning some things as you go. So don't just, I don't want you to look at it as just a project, right? I mean, it is a project and you are learning something from it. And when you guys are completing the project, one of the things I also want you guys to consider, which is very important, is what what is the goal you are trying to achieve on that project, which is like, what problem are you trying to solve? The application, what use case would this application be for? And what are some technical skills that I need to gain from this, from completing this project? Because those technical skills you will gain, right? It is going to be needed when you work on the next project. So what I'm trying to say is at the point where you are working on the Terraform project, at that stage of the project, I want you to be efficient with any other thing we've discussed in the previous project.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why it is important that you don't skip any of the project. Trust me. I mean, I know it seems like a lot of work, but if you can follow it, trust me, you will know so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is this one, right? So
Hmm.
now what your env file is saying is that the application code, that will be the name of your repository. So if you go back to your env file that you said you didn't understand what was supposed to go in it.
Okay. Let me close this folder. Okay, so the
Right.
web file zip,
That will be the name of the zip file we
okay,
uploaded into the repository, right?
that's rentzone.zip.
Exactly. Right. Then the web file on zip, that will be rent zone. So that I explained in the Docker project. So it is rent zone. And yes, so that's all you need. So the rest is your domain name capital T?
I believe so. Let me just close some things out.
So those things are very important. Which is I would say for cloud computing, coding, anytime you are working on anything code related, software development, it is always good to use lowercase and hyphens.
Okay, yeah, it is
So,
lowercase.
so yeah, so in this case, the way you have that capital T, it wouldn't work because you saw when you were trying to delete the folder
Yeah.
when it was capital T and it was a capital A
Hmm.
and you were using the lowercase, it didn't work. Yeah. So try to get in a habit of everything you create created in all lowercase.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the personal access token, that would be created in GitHub, right?
Yes. So that you created in GitHub, but go to the lecture to see how to create it, then you can update this later on. But the thing about it is when you create it, you only see it once.
Hmm.
You only see it the time you create it. Once you click away from that screen, you won't be able to see your personal access token again. You would have to recreate it again.
Yeah.
So it's, I think, scroll down. It is not there. It is under developer settings. And it should personal access token, fine grain. No, tokens classic. That's the one we use. So you see your token, you have two personal access token, but if you click on it, it's not going to show you what the token is.
Yeah.
So you would have to select, you would have to delete both
Okay.
and recreate it.
This one for classic.
Classic.
You have to put a note, I'm guessing.
Um, yes, that's the name. That's what the name of your token will be.
So I'm just gonna put rent zone ECR.
Yeah.
And
Because you can use it for a lot of anything to clone your repository. So you can just put clone repo.
yeah, so you just click repo, right? And then everything else.
Yeah, it's repo scope, but the name, you can just give the name clone repository or something because you can use it. It's not just the rent zone project you use it for, you use it in other projects too. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all you need and click generate token.
And it'll be good like that.
Yeah.
And then the RDS endpoint I can find. For the master username, that would be under,
Configuration.
yeah, RDS DB name. Would that be this one? DB name, application DB?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I put in the wrong. And the password.
You're
Uh,
not going to see your password, so it's
yeah,
something you should save.
yeah, I saved
That's
it
it.
in my notes just because. Okay, it all looks good. So I'll just watch the rest of that lecture and then
Yeah.
um I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, sure. Cool. Yeah, so that's how you pretty much do that one. But make sure you complete all the previous project before you really move on to the next one. Because like I said, the goal is to understand everything. So if it takes you longer, then that is what matters. So, so don't complete the project. Basically, what I'm saying is for anyone listening, don't complete the project if you don't understand it. So if you complete a project and you don't understand what you did, then you're really not done. You still have to go back and review the project again
Mm-hmm.
and and work on it again until you are able to explain everything you did in that project to anyone. Because when you go to your interview, that's pretty much what you're going to talk about. So you want to make sure you understand every aspect of that project.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
So let me show you how to, let's work on the second one, which is how to migrate your data into RDS using Flyware, because you're going to need that too.
Yeah, so should I close this folder for now?
Yes, you can close it. You're going go to the management console.
Okay.
All right. So let me share something with you. Just a second. I'm just going to share my screen for a second, then you can share your screen back. I want to explain something, what we are about to do.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. So can you see the reference architecture?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we're about to do is, I know you're having the issue with the Mac, right?
Yeah.
So, but we are not going to use that method anymore. So since I released that project, AWS created this feature, this EC2 Instance Connect endpoint, right? So
Okay.
what this does is it allows you to be able to connect to any resources in your private subnet. You know, from working on the previous project that in order for us to connect to the resources in the private subnet, the EC2 instances or any RDS or whatever, right? You
Mm-hmm.
remember that we had to first create a bastion host, right?
Yes.
Connect to the bastion host, and from the bastion host connect to this one, right? But what the EC2 Instance Connect endpoint does is it allows you to connect directly into the EC2 instance in your private subnet without having to use the bastion host and all that stuff. So what we are going to do is we would create an EC2 instance in the private subnet, right? We would install Flyaway on that EC2 instance. Then we will use the EC2 instance connect endpoint to SSH into it. Then once we SSH into it, then we will run the Flyaway migrate command to migrate our data. So that is very straightforward than the current way we are doing it, which is opening the SSH tunnel. And a lot of people seem to always have issue with that process. I mean, it works. What I have in the course works, but I will simplify it to this method. So
Okay.
that's what we are going to do. All right. So let me, how do I get rid of? Okay. Okay. All right. You can share your screen.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing we would do is create the security group we will use to migrate. We'll create a security group for the EC2 instance connect endpoint, and we will create a security group for that for the database that will allow the EC2 instance connect endpoint to access it.
Mhm.
So go into your VPC service. Then go first filter by your VPC. Then I think the one that you are using is that range zone one, yeah. Then scroll down to security groups. It's right there. You passed it.
So we're going to create a new one.
Mm-hmm. So the first one is the EC2 instance connect endpoint. So type EC2 instance. Just give it a name. Just say just call it EICES security group. Right. So use the same for the description. And select your VPC. So for the inbound rule, we won't have any inbound rule. For the outbound rule, it would be SSH. And it will be the CIDR block is going to be from your VPC CIDR block. So remove the 01, then open your AWS thing in the new tab and go copy your VPC CIDR block. You're not going to see it here.
Can I just paste it?
Yeah. No, the VPC, your VPC CIDR block, not your VPC name.
Oh, okay.
So your VPC is there, right? Yeah. So you can copy it this way too. All right. Then scroll down and click create security group. All right. Then go and edit your web server security group. So select security groups up there. Yeah. or here, and look for your web server security group. So I think it will be the one that is named the app server.
Okay.
Select inbound rules. Can you drag that up a little bit so you can see what's going on? Scroll down in there. Yeah.
That's it.
Why does your app server only have 2 security groups in it? I mean, it only has 2 rules in it. It should be 3.
Should I do edit inbound rules?
Yeah. Oh no, it should be 2. Never mind. Sorry. It should be 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Then add rule. Then SSH, yes. Then it would be that EC2 instance connect endpoint. Then save rule. Then let's review your database security group.
So where do you want me to go?
Your security groups, right? And open your database security group. It's because you have that thing dragged up, so you have to, okay. Your database security group, it should be, is right there. I can see it.
This one.
Yeah, go into it. Then scroll to the right side of it so we can see what source you are allowing. Drag your source out so we can see the name. Okay, you're allowing the app server. Okay, perfect. So now let's create your endpoint. So click endpoint on the left side, endpoint.
Should we name it EICE again?
Yes, we can name it that.
Leave this as default.
Yeah, so this one you want to select EC2 instance connect endpoint, then select your VPC. Scroll down, then select the security group you created for the EC2 instance connect endpoint. Good. Then select your private app subnet. So we'll put it in the, select your private data subnet, easy one. Well, whichever one your database is in. Any of your private subnet will do, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, I chose private data easy one.
That's fine. Then click create endpoint.
We have to wait for the status to update.
Yeah, so if you scroll to the right, not the one at the top, right? It's pending, we'll wait for that status to be completed. Okay, so while we are waiting for that one, we can launch your EC2 instance.
Okay.
So go, don't close this, but just in the new tab, say where you have that, good. Then just launch an EC2 instance that we will use to migrate your data. Let's call it data migrate instance or something. No, we don't. That others is fine. Just the AMI, everything is fine there. Instance type is fine. On that key pair, proceed without a key pair. Um, um,
Select existing security.
well, first update your security, update your VPC. So click edit. Okay.
Do
Yeah.
we leave it public or
Select
private?
private is fine. Private, put it in the same, um,
Yeah, put private data AZ1.
yeah, that's fine. Then, security group, select your security group. It will be the app server security group. And advanced details. Then you should have an S3 role in your account already because from working on the other project. So click under the IAM instance profile. You don't. Scroll down. You don't. So you would have to create a role. So you click on they create a new IAM profile. Click
You said
create role. Create role. Use case type S3, EC2. I mean EC2. Scroll down and next. Then type S3 in the search box. Select Amazon S3 full access. Scroll down next. And type the name of the role. Just call it S3 full access. Scroll down and create. All right, so go back to that, your launch your EC2 instance. Click the refresh button next to it.
this one.
Yeah. And launch instance. All right, cool. We would also have to upload the script you want to migrate into your S3 bucket. So,
Mhm.
create an S3 bucket in your account.
Um,
Call it range zone script or something. So yeah, scroll down. Yeah, scroll down all the way down. Click create bucket. Okay. Then we would upload the script into it. The script we are going to migrate.
okay.
Do you have that script? I mean, I have it if you don't have it, but
The script of what?
the range zone application, the one that you were supposed to use to migrate.
I don't think I have it.
Okay. So let me see. I can find it for you. I know it's on the in the project. You can download it from the project. So go to that project. Keep scrolling down there. Let's see. It will probably be. I'll keep going. Um, Wait, scroll up. Try open the organize script, organizing SQL script in Flyway. Yeah. Do I have it? Okay, that's it. Download it. Click um click the download button there. No, that. Open open that folder. No, don't open the file because I don't want you to accidentally change anything in it. Close it, but open the directory where you downloaded it to. And you see the name that I have on the video. So if you go to the video, go back to the if you go back to the video, right? Okay, so this is it. Go back to that video where you downloaded the script from. I'll show you. Yeah, back one more. So he said, scroll down. It said that you have to name it that.
Okay.
Okay. So now upload that file into the S3 bucket you just created. So what I always do is I just always open the Finder and just drag it in there.
Yeah.
You have to drag it. You see up there where they say drag it. Okay, it's showing. Yeah. Then scroll down and click upload. Perfect. So now we're ready. Just go to the your endpoint. Let's check whether it is running. Is you have it open in the next tab, so you don't have to refresh. Okay. Then okay. Then go to your EC2 instance, the one you just launched. Okay, go to it. Select it by checking the box. Click connect. So now this is how you use the EC2 instance connector. One of the ways you can use it to connect. So on this page, you are going to click connect using EC2 instance connect endpoint.
Okay.
It is the second option. Then you can see it already popped your endpoint there for you. And oh wow, I think AWS just changed that because normally it didn't used to like show it there. So that's fine. Then now click connect. There you go. So you understand what just happened? We launched our EC2 instance in the private subnet, and this EC2 instance is in the private subnet, but we were able to use the EC2 instance connect endpoint to SSH into it without having to set up the bash channels and all that stuff.
Okay.
You understand that part, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So now all we have to do is just run our Flyway. We will install Flyway on this EC2 instance, then we will run the Flyway migrate command, and that should migrate your data for you.
Okay.
So let me get the script for you. I'm looking for you on Slack.
Mm.
Okay, I sent it to you on Slack.
Okay, so I'm just gonna copy all this.
Yeah, copy it and put it in in Visual Studio Code because you have to edit some of the values to your value.
Okay. So how would I just put it into Visual Studio Code? Do I open it
Open a file, copy, then open a file in Visual Studio Code.
and
So you
press?
want to know the fast way to open a file, you can just, when you are in that screen, just double click on it, it will open a file for you.
Okay.
Then paste it in there. All right. So you are going to change. So those are the commands we will run down there. But what I did is I noticed that people, most of the time, well, not most of, sometimes people have, when they are updating the values in the commands, they sometimes accidentally change something in it. So in this command, all the commands are on line 8 to 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the values you are supposed to enter in it add them as environment variables. So from line 1 to 5, those are called environment variables.
Okay.
It means that whatever value you put there in the actual commands where we have those same environment variable, it would replace it with whatever value you put up there.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. So should I have to put my own RDS DB username and password?
Correct. So you have to, starting at line 1, you have to enter your S3 URI. So that is the URI of the S3 bucket where you uploaded that file.
Mm-hmm. Where would I find it? I have to close this.
Close this, yeah. Then go to permissions. Not permission, objects. Go to objects. Then select that object in it. You can select it. There you go. Then the URI is there. Select your database. It's on the right side.
Yeah. I think the application name is the same.
Mm-hmm. So that will be under the configurations tab.
Yeah, application DB. Okay. RDS username.
And your password.
Yeah, I hope that's saved in my notes.
All
And
right.
then the rest
So
is just
so you're done. Yeah. So now you can save it on your computer. So you have it as reference. Save it wherever you want to save it.
what should I just save it as rent zone script?
It is a database migrate script. So it's not just you can use it for any project now, and when you start working, if you need to migrate any data into RDS, this is the method you can use. All right. So now copy line 1 to 4, line 1 to 5, and paste it in your SSH terminal we just opened, in your EC2 SSH terminal. So we are adding the environment variables. Press enter. Just press enter. All right. Now run each of those commands one after the other. No, copy it.
Oh, you want me to copy it all at once?
Yeah. No, I mean copy it one by one.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe you were typing that one, but
Yeah.
I guess I'm always in the habit of copying. Well, I always prepare my script first, then I just copy paste so that way. Because sometimes when you type, you might have an error in your command. So that's where I always prepare my script first, and I'll just copy. It shouldn't be loading like that. So maybe your EC20, your VPC, you don't have um, you have NAT gateway in it. Is your IO your NAT gateway set up?
Should be.
Okay. And you have too much NAT gateways, you should, because you know they are charging you for those NAT gateways. So make sure
Mhm.
you, because I think it's because you have two VPCs. So,
Yes. So I'm
okay.
gonna delete these two.
Okay. Let's look at your route tables. Let's see. Or maybe it's just filter it by your VPC. So on the left side, that's the best way to do it. All right. So route tables. Okay. So let's even look at it by the select your VPCs on the left side and check that box for the rent zone. Check it. Then select resource map and just drag that up. Let me review it. All right. Then drag drag it to the right a little bit so we can see. Okay, that's fine. So select your private route table is the one on the second column. Yeah,
Private route.
is the
Just
one. Yeah.
click
So
it.
you can no, don't click it. Yeah. So you can see there's error in your VPC because I can see your private route table is the one is only routing. It is connected to a NAT gateway, but it is not routing traffic to any of your database in the, yeah. So private app is the one, private data is the one, right? So remember, like our route tables, they typically route traffic to
Mm-hmm.
two subnets, and yours is only routing traffic to just one. Okay, that's fine. We can fix it. So select your public route table. Let's see. It's the next one. No, no, no. Still stay where you are. Just the next one down. You selected the private one. The public one is the next one. So that one looks fine. Select the private route table EZ2. Private app subnet EZ2. Private data is EZ2. Okay. All right. So we just need to fix the first one.
This one, right?
So go to your route table and select the private. So why is it, okay, select the private uh, route table is the one. Yeah, that's the one. Then click edit subnet associations. Um, edit subnet associations there. Then select your private data subnet is a one. Okay. Then click Save Associations. Refresh. Let me see. Yeah, right there. There you go. That's what I want to say. So private app subnet. All right. Now go back to the launch instance again. Run that your command again. Press up and run the command. You saw how fast that went.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the issue you were having when it was loading, is because you didn't. Most likely that's probably the where well your route table wasn't set up correctly, so that's why that was loading like that. So
Okay.
all right, now you can run run the next command. Okay, so that's downloading Flyway on the EC2 instance. Then run the next command. So this is going to allow you to be able to run the Flyway command from any directory. Then run the next command. Okay. For the last command, run that command. Okay, that ran successfully. So for the last command, run that command without the sudo. Sometimes previously, not this one. You already ran this one. Yeah. Previously, it used to work with the sudo, but now it doesn't. I don't think it works with the sudo.
Include the backslash as well.
Yeah, I'll copy everything up to 27.
Oh, okay.
And there you go. So it is migrating your data. Okay, cool. So it says successfully applied one migration schema to the application DB. Now at version V1. Cool. So your data is now in the RDS. So that's the data for your application is in the RDS database.
Okay.
So um when you run your Terraform code and everything, so you should be fine because the data you need to migrate is already in the RDS instance.
Okay.
So that is what, remember on the first one where you said you ran into that issue with the Flyway?
Yes.
So that's what we just did. So
Okay.
you can move past that lecture and just continue with the rest of your project. But obviously this is the Terraform code, but you saw this this VPC we are working with, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the VPC that you created with your Terraform code, right?
Okay.
So remember what did we fix in it? We fixed your route tables.
Yes.
So you would have to go and fix that issue in your code.
Okay. Mm.
It'll be
That
in your VPC. Yeah, check your NAT gateway. It might be in your NAT gateway. All right. Change change your line 3 and line 12 to domain equals VPC instead of VPC equals true.
when I did that, it wouldn't let me run the code even when,
Oh yeah, you would have to delete your resource first, then now
yeah.
run it. Okay. So type it under it and comment it out for now. Then later on you just remember to switch it back. So type domain equals VPC. Make sure your VPC is in quote. All right. And do the same thing there. All right. Then add like a hashtag in the beginning. There you go. Then the next thing we need to change is under your route table, subnet route table association. Scroll down. Right there, scroll down. So here, line between line 62 and 70. So the
Mhm.
first one is route table subnet association. So private app subnet is a one route table association. So that one you have your private app subnet is a one ID and your route table. Okay. So you can see on line 69.
Okay.
So both you have for both you have private. So what is different in it? Oh no, that's oh okay. Oh, so private data subnet. So you but you see what you did over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I instead of one, I should have put two.
Yeah. And also look at your name. Your name is also wrong. Your
You
reference name for your resource is wrong.
mean here, line 69?
Yes. So you see it is AWS. Look at the resource type. So we have AWS
Oh, okay.
underscore subnet, private, just have private app subnet easy too.
Could be private data.
Yeah. So that's why I don't always type. I always copy it from the resource and paste it.
Okay.
I do a lot of copy paste.
Yes.
All right. And your route table looks fine. So your route table is the same as the other one, private route table is the one. Yes. So that's what we fixed. So you fixed it in Terraform code, save your file. But the thing about your Terraform code is that EC2 instance we launched, that is not part of your Terraform code. So it will complain about that. So you can delete the EC2 instance and also delete the endpoint. The endpoint is not part of your Terraform configuration. But if you want to add it to your Terraform configuration, I can show you later on. When I update the course, that will be included in it.
Okay.
But this video will be available to you. It's on YouTube. So that way, the next time, if you need to create the endpoint and migrate your data that way, you can watch it just to see what we did if you don't remember.
Okay, awesome.
All right. So just terminate the EC2 instance and delete the endpoint, and you should be fine.
What is the script you have to write in here?
Or you can just close it.
Oh, I just exit out?
Yeah, you can exit out of it. Yeah. And your EC2 instance page is there. Then the tab, that one. All right, select it and terminate the instance.
Okay, I can close this tab, right?
Mm-hmm. Then go to your VPC and delete the EC2 instance connect endpoint. Select it. Did you delete it already? Did you click actions and click delete? Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. So
Yeah.
go scroll to the right. Oh, okay, yeah, the status is deleting. Okay, cool. So you're good. And that's it.
Okay. Perfect.
And if you want, right, this RDS for the range zone, since you already, um, what I'm suspecting is you're going to need it for this Terraform project, you're going to need the you're going to need the snapshot. So
Yeah.
I think we either use the I think we use the snapshot in this project. So just create a snapshot of that RDS instance, and that will just be the last thing we do. Which one is that range zone ECS final snapshot? When did you create that one?
I think I had to for um
Oh, but you didn't really migrate anything into it.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
delete that one and copy the name. You can use the same name as you don't even have to call it ECS, just call it range zone snapshot,
Okay.
range zone DB snapshot, something like that. Yeah, so delete that one. All right. So go to your database, select it, actions, create, take snapshot. Okay. Range zone DB snapshot. Okay. And take snapshot. Okay. So now this will work because the snapshot you are taking now would
Hmm.
have all the tables, the SQL tables for your application already in it. So it should work at the end
Okay.
once you finish the Terraform code.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the rest of that project probably tomorrow, and then I'll update you on how it goes because I got stuck on this part, but we figured this out.
Mm-hmm.
I have to watch the rest of your video, and then once I do that, I'll update you.
Okay, cool. And also, are you working on the assignments?
Wh- What do you mean by assignments?
So for every project you complete in your account, there is a corresponding assignment for it. So you know what it is? Go go back to your library and scroll down. So you see this getting started one. Scroll up. This
Yeah.
getting started one. Watch there. So click
Okay.
on that one. I've updated a lot of videos in here. So it talks about Slack access, how to access Jira and all that stuff. So scroll down here. So
Where
you
to?
see where to find assignment for the project. Just watch this one,
Okay.
and I walk you through where to find the assignment. So some of the projects have a corresponding assignment. So that is
Okay.
the assignment are meant to test your knowledge. So once you've completed the project, I want you to work on the assignment on your own. See if you can use what you learned in the project to complete the assignment.
Awesome. And that's here, I'm assuming AWS DevOps.
Yeah, DevOps, right? So if you click on you see the canvas over there on the upper right hand side. Yeah, the assignments are in here. So if you scroll down, keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down. So you can see assignment one, two, three.
Okay.
Right now we have like 5, 6 in there, but I'm still going to add more, but now we have 6. And each assignment is corresponding to a project in your account.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, cool. All
I'm gonna
right,
look into that.
cool. All right, that's it. Let me know if you have any other questions later on once you continue to work on it.
All right. Thank you, Aziz. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, bye.